When I was younger, my mom always told me don't trust everything you see on the internet, no matter how pretty it may seem. And honestly, that advice has stuck with me to this day. In today's digital age, scams are everywhere, from phishing emails to fake online stores.
You're not an intellectual, you're a fake and a fraud.
The internet has become a breeding ground for deception, but as the years have gone by, these scams have evolved, adapting to new platforms and targeting unsuspecting victims in creative ways. It was only a matter of time before scams made their way into the gaming world. After all, the gaming industry is massive, with millions of passionate players ready to throw money at the next big thing. But sometimes, the next big thing turns out to be a little more than smoke and mirrors. Today, we're diving into two games that have become infamous in this regard: The Day Before and Star Citizen. One is an outright disaster, and the other, let's just say it's stuck in an endless loop of development. Before we dive into specifics, let's talk about how games like these manage to scam people. The secret lies in one word: hype. Hype is the lifeblood of any successful scam, and it works because it appeals to our emotions rather than our logic. It's the same principle behind those infamous Nigerian prince emails. The promise of something extraordinary, a huge payout, an incredible experience, clouds our judgment and makes us act impulsively. In the gaming world, hype is generated through trailers, teasers, and lofty promises. Developers know that gamers crave innovation, excitement, and community, and they exploit those desires to the fullest. Let's start with The Day Before. This game was marketed as the ultimate zombie survival experience. The developers claimed it would combine the best elements of DayZ with a fresh, unique twist. They released a flashy trailer that showcased stunning visuals, intense gameplay, and a haunting post-apocalyptic atmosphere. The gamers ate it up. The trailer spread like wildfire, and before long, The Day Before became one of Steam's most wishlisted games. The hype train was unstoppable. Even delays couldn't dampen the excitement. Players were convinced that this was going to be the game of the year, but then release day came and everything fell apart. The game was a complete mess, poorly developed, riddled with bugs, and lacking in substance.
Try to get off the bed.
It was clear that The Day Before was nothing like it had been promised. Social media exploded with criticism as disappointed players warned others not to waste their money. Fortunately, many were able to get refunds, but the damage was done. The developers' lack of transparency and overblown marketing left a sour taste in everyone's mouth. Also, let's not forget the title. How can it be called The Day Before in a post-apocalyptic world? Wouldn't The Day After make more sense? It's a small detail, but it speaks volumes about the care or lack thereof they put into the game. Next up, we have Star Citizen. Unlike The Day Before, this game isn't an outright scam. It's playable and it has a dedicated fan base, but that doesn't mean it's free from controversy. Star Citizen started in a similar way with a stunning announcement trailer that promised an immersive, expansive space exploration experience. The developers launched a Kickstarter campaign and the response was overwhelming. They raised $2.1 million in a matter of weeks, a huge success by any measure. But that was just the beginning. Over the years, the developers have continued to raise money through donations, selling ship packs and other in-game items. To date, they've collected an eye-popping $768 million from fans. Let that sink in. $768 million. That's more than the budget of some blockbuster Hollywood movies. Here's the problem though. Despite the massive budget, Star Citizen is still an unfinished game. Yes, it's playable, but it's far from complete. And yet the developers continue to charge players for access. The standard pack costs $45, while the premium pack goes for $60. For an incomplete game, that's a tough pill to swallow. The situation raises a lot of questions. Where is all that money going? Why hasn't the game been finished after all these years? And how long will fans continue to wait before demanding answers? Both The Day Before and Star Citizen highlight a troubling trend in the gaming industry. Developers are learning how to weaponize hype, using it to secure funding and generate buzz before delivering on their promises. In some cases like The Day Before, the deception is blatant. In others like Star Citizen, it's more subtle, but no less frustrating. What makes this so alarming is how it erodes trust in the industry. Gamers want to believe in the projects they support. They want to feel like their money is going towards something worthwhile. When developers take advantage of that trust, it hurts everyone. So what can we learn from all this? For starters, it's more important than ever to approach new games with a healthy dose of skepticism. Trailers are great for building excitement, but they don't always tell the whole story. Before investing your time or money, do your research. Look for reviews, watch gameplay footage, and pay attention to what others are saying. At the end of the day, gaming should be a source of joy, not disappointment. As consumers, we have the power to hold developers accountable. By being more discerning, we can help ensure that the games we support are worth our time and money. Thanks for sticking with me through this deep dive into gaming scams. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And let me know in the comments, have you ever fallen for a game that didn't live up to the hype? I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and happy gaming.